Welcome back, guys. It is Kibla Ahmeda and G-Man in Singapore. It's the Brothers Geek Out Podcast 135. How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. What's happening, people? I'm good. What's happening with you?
Good, bro. I am multitasking, so I'm still on working hours. Hopefully, nobody from work checked this out, but if not, they know I do the work, so shut your mouth. I doubt it anyway.
But it's no, you guys are 8 hours behind now, right? Because you change the time, so it's what 4 p.m. What time is it now?
Yeah, 4 p.m. Exactly that. 4 p.m.
Damn. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice. Cool, man. Nice. Everything on my side's good, bro. I'm off for this last couple of days. Off yesterday, today, and off till Wednesday, man. So I'm just gonna enjoy some time off. Yesterday, I went to the zoo, the Singapore Zoo. It's really nice, bro. It's huge.
Yeah.
Beautiful animals, man. The white tiger, I saw some white tigers, and just happened to get lucky at the fact that one, it wasn't crowded because we went on a Thursday, right? There's lockdown procedures all in place. And
Yeah.
two, when we got to the tigers, which I was looking forward to the most, they were right. One of them was right in front, and he was just chilling, right? When I say right in front, I mean obviously it's not behind glass, but there was like a big river sort of thing, so it can't jump over and slaughter some people and whatnot. But it was just posing beautifully, like elegantly. Obviously, it's a beast, right? That thing will rip your jugular out and whatnot one time, but it was just chilling elegantly, and I just managed to just sit there for 5-10 minutes just watching it.
Yeah.
And then I got some amazing pictures, and then it decided to get up and walk, and just to see it walk with so relaxed, and just a relaxed body, but you could see the power in the thing. I'm just like, wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was my favorite. But yeah, it was amazing place. We saw we done a night safari after and stuff like that as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
it was great. I mean, the night safari is okay, but it's quite dark. I mean, when I say it's quite dark, it's a night safari, obviously, but you can't really see much anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of, as you get older, and I think the zoos have evolved as well to cater for the animals a lot more. I think back in the days it was just like, it's in a cage. Oh, look at the animal and shit, and that gave the animals a lot of mental health problems and whatnot.
Of course.
And as a kid, you don't realize that. You're just like, oh, look at the animals, amazing. But as an adult, you're like, oh, I hope now. And I think this is why zoos are all evolving and they're getting bigger, because they're trying to make them more of their natural habitat. So it kind of makes it better for the animals, and I support that. I don't support animals being in cages and shit like that. So,
God damn.
oh, what happened?
Don't know, man. It just went funky and just made some noise. But yeah, no, totally understand, bro. Like my wife Shanaz really showed me the love of that when we were in South Africa, because it was one of her dreams, and for us to go there to experience that, and in the wild, bro. You know what I mean? There were some crazy times there. I'll never forget that trip. It is one of the best trips I've ever been on, because it wasn't just. It was a honeymoon. It was us. It was the nature, man. Like we were in it. We were living in that reserve. We were seeing the animals on a daily basis. It's an amazing experience, because there's one experience that I quickly briefly tell you about us staying in the tree house. Then the winds got heavy. She was like, "We need to get the fuck out of here." All these shots, the table fly away. I was like, "Dude," there was a guy named. I got love for Stuart, because Stuart came out and rescued us, because it was a mile away from the resort. The resort's massive, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they call it a games reserve. And bro, there's leopards, lions. Also, the pride is there, and the wind got really high that night. And it was the night we decided to go out and say, let's give this a go. They gave us some vegetable lasagna. I had dinner, bro. I knocked out one time. I think that fresh air really got to me, and I had a really good rest until 12 o'clock at night. She woke me up and she was like, "Kibbs, it is madness out here." And next thing I'm seeing, not the mosha net, I'm saying it in Bengali, but they put a net around so you don't get bit by shit.
Yeah.
Mosquito net had blown away, bro. And I was like, it's all right, we'll be fine. Don't worry, the wind will, be okay. Just wrap up and let's just chill. And then it did get serious. Once that table started flying, I was like, Stuart, they gave us a radio so that we weren't by ourselves. And I was like, Stuart,
Mayday, bitches, mayday.
Get us, bro. This shit got deep. There is It is some high wind, and it's not even that. My man, when we got into the Jeep, we had everything all set up. We ran into the Jeep. He got us back. He was busting up at us saying, "Oh, you didn't even last the whole night." And I was like, "Look, man, that's wifey's fault. I would have just slept through this wind because I was so tired. Because we were
Yeah.
getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do the early games reserve, and then not sleeping till late. So I was used to a couple of hours sleep because of
Mm,
excitement. I'm gonna go see
mm,
these animals. Anyway, he gets back, but there was one point because we came in on a plane on that games reserve. So they've got a field, but it's not like concrete. It's like when you watch Indiana Jones, it's like dirt and it's nothing but dirt, bros, because the wind was blowing it everywhere. My man didn't have no goggles on that end. All he had was a flashlight and a car light, and he was driving with one hand, and all we saw was red dust, bro.
shit.
Memories I take with me. It was hilarious. Everybody was busting up at us, but we'd have dinner, and you got the guys there, and they had this utmost respect with animals because most of them are
Mm,
coming from tribes that are trackers, hunters, and come from a legacy of looking after animals.
yeah.
You still there, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
God damn,
Basically,
Bumbacleat internet.
I'm still
It was working fine.
I'm still here. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I can hear your
Yeah,
story.
yeah, that's fine. And what happened what they do is absolutely amazing, and the respect they have for the animals there as well
Yeah.
is amazing. And I learned loads there. You know what I mean? They have this mutual respect between the animals. You go and poke the animal, and the guy's sleeping. Of course, he's gonna bite your hand off. Leave him alone, man. Like there's
Yeah.
times when you go and they understand that. Like there has
Yeah.
to be, but there are times where it's unpredictable. Remember, uh, if you're
It's
gonna mess
animal
with it,
nature. Yeah.
it's nature, he gonna mess back with you. You know what I mean? You look at a rhino, bro, and you think, oh, slow games, wrinkly games. Nah, man, that man chase you, you're dead. He put that
Dead.
home through your stomach, bro. You know what I mean?
Straight up. And they run up to like 30, 40 miles per hour or
Yeah,
something like
bro,
that.
you're dead. Yeah, they may look
Yeah.
big and chunky, but they'll bust you up. Same thing with elephants, bro. I've seen elephants. We've been on an elephant, Bangladesh, but I saw 50, 60 of them like going together. It was amazing, bro. Like they were a herd just. Oh man, I've never seen that, bro. It was mad, absolutely mad. That's South Africa anyway, man. I
Yeah,
should
and
have
I would
done
love to do
on
that
that.
one day. I think I'd love to do that one day. But yeah, I could imagine the respect that they have for the animals, and when you say hunters and stuff like that, real hunters, real um them ones, they have proper respect for the animal. They hunt not because of glory. Those ones that hunt for glory, they're pieces of shit, right? And poachers are obviously pieces of shit as well.
Mm.
But real hunters who hunt for meat and food and understand the ecosystem and all that sort of stuff, they have more respect for animals than anyone else. You know what I
No,
mean?
of course, of
Even
course.
us, like, think about the meat that we eat. We have no connection to that meat. And the meat that we eat, those animals are probably getting treated like shit. You know
Mm.
what I mean? In cages and stuffed up, and then, you know, forget
No,
about, let's not talk about how they're killed and whatnot, but just
yeah,
the environment that they're living in. So there's a big difference between a real hunter who's hunting for food and understands the animals and understands the lifestyle and all that sort of stuff, compared to a piece of shit who just wants to kill a lion to get some stripes.
no, of
Um,
course.
but yeah,
Def-
no, I mean, I would love to do that, bro. But yeah, the zoo, the Singapore Zoo is a really great one, and Singapore does everything, to amazingly. You know what I mean? They do it really nice.
no,
Um,
great experience, definitely
yeah.
agree.
For me though, tigers are always my favorite animal. The lions are always bums, man. They just chill and sleep all day, never give us a show. But the tigers, yeah, walking around was lovely. Um, yeah, it was awesome. Giraffes. One thing I always get, and I saw some huge crocodiles and anacondas and shit. One thing about animals though, which always gets to me, and I'm just always thinking, is like, how are you so still for hours and hours and hours? And like, they're so calm and relaxed and still. But when food comes, bam, bam, they're aggressive and whatnot. When it's feeding time and whatnot. But how do they stay so still for hours? I wonder what goes through their brain compared to our brain. I can't even minutes without thinking of other shit and moving around and whatnot. So I wonder what goes through their brain compared to our brain of, I'm just gonna sit here for hours and hours and hours, compared to, you know what I mean? It's amazing. There's
No, no,
something amazing
of
to
course.
it.
It's calming. It's calming. Definitely calming. Uh, yeah, no, it's a whole different level, man. Definitely a whole different level. The Mother Nature is a whole different game, man. I'm telling you, it's an amazing thing, an amazing animal. So that's one thing we can take from there.
Yeah, man. And then yeah, that's it. And then today we just watched, like I said, I told you before the thing, we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. So we're getting to Infinity War and Endgame. And if you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, spoiler alert real quick, but if you haven't seen it, you're basic. We got to the end scene and she was asking what happened to them, like, because remember when he goes into the quantum zone, they snap away. And
Yeah.
she's like, what happens? Where did they go? And she thinks it's some kind of quantum thing. I'm like, you know what? I will say nothing until we get to Infinity War. You will find out later.
Wait for that. Exactly. Wait for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
Marvel news, like they have put Spider-Man in the Disney Plus trailer, which means the movies are probably going to go on to Disney Plus, which is exciting to hear. We got a great announcement yesterday that WandaVision comes out January 15th, 2021. Exciting times, bro. That's on Alara's birthday, so lose.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I hope it does come out, because obviously, you know, I don't want no more delays and shit. But I read something about Kevin Feige saying that this will relate back to all 22 movies or something like that. It's going to relate to all of it. So I'm so looking forward to what the hell they do with this movie. It's going to set up Doctor Strange, which I think they're trying to do something big with Doctor Strange. You know, there's all these rumors. I don't know if they're true, but there's all these rumors about trying to get Wolverine back. What's his name? I was just about to say Humphrey Bogart for some weird reason. What's his name? Why have I forgot his name? Fucking hell.
Who, bro?
Who's Wolverine? Fucking hell.
Jackman.
Jackman. Yeah, Hugh Jackman. Fucking Humphrey Bogart. I got shit memory. Like, I heard all these rumors and whatnot, but I feel like with Doctor Strange, they're trying to set up something mad. But yeah, man, I need to get some Marvel content. So let's see what they if the release date is legit.
No, definitely, without doubt. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be interesting to see where they go with that. Definitely want to see it because we waited almost a year. A lot of people paid money this whole year thinking we're gonna get all of these products. The only thing that we've got, which I'm blessed with still, I'm not gonna lie, because there's some classic movies. I'm watching the cartoons and the rest of it. Mandalorian is keeping us glued on that. Crazy. I haven't seen the new episode yet. I am ready to order my hamburgers and chips. I'm home. Hamburgers and chips, and then slap it on and watch it.
Nice. There's something nice about just ordering a takeout and watching something that you're looking forward to watching. I love those moments. I love those takeaways and movies.
It's been a long time because I don't get being a dad doesn't allow me to have that time due to circumstances, which I won't publicly say. You know, I have a couple of days on my own, which I've thoroughly enjoyed and got to do things around the house. I do miss my little one. That's the one thing. Alara keeps me. Either it's hi daddy, or you know she wants to come in a room and dance, and I dance with her. So I miss hearing her laugh. She's good to the soul, man. I miss that. It's my breakfast. It's my dinner. It's my lunch. I could fast all day because of that girl. Where was I going with that? The excitement. Sorry, having a hamburgers and chips. But hamburger sandwich.
With burger sauce or what?
Sorry?
With burger sauce or
what's in the hamburger? Let's find out, bro. Some of these places close early, innit? So I need to check through what's halal, what's not. It's been ages. I haven't ordered anything. A minimum order is £30, bro. So I was like, no, please. Some places, minimum order £30.
How you gonna do a £30 hamburger and chip? What are you gonna buy, man? When you get Ash and
hamburger and chips, man.
When you get Ash or Jakob to come over and you break the rule?
I told them, but scared punties, and Ash is probably in chill mode anyway. So bless him. He had 5 weeks of hard work as well. So
I miss those Turkish kebab shops with the hamburgers and chips, and then those thick cut chips that they have with vinegar. But I miss that. I don't really have that here. I have McDonald's though. I tell you something though. I have my McDonald's.
Nah, that's
halal out here.
Fair, man. That's the one thing. Five Guys and McDonald's we don't have. Well, we have, but haram parties, man. Even the halal KFC is not here no more, bro, man. So that even makes it worse, bro.
That's gone as well.
Well, the one in Tottenham's gone, and there's none in the area I live in. So.
Oh, lose. Well, I got mine, bro. Well, today I didn't have it. Today I had a lasagna mac and cheese, bro.
What?
They got a lot of cafes around. It was a lasagna mac and cheese, but you know what? Mac and cheese is always gonna be best as original mac and
Yeah,
cheese.
exactly.
But yeah, no, tomorrow's tomorrow's a junk day, bro. So I'm on holiday. I'm enjoying food. Anyway, don't know why we're talking about food, but
I know.
Matt D's the
All right,
one.
let's go back.
Um,
Go back to where we were.
Mandalorian, I will watch Mandalorian as well. I got that on my list. I finished that shitty Avengers game finally. Shit, I'm gonna put that shit up for sale and then start Ghost of Tsushima. Also, I was thinking, I don't know why I didn't think about this, right? I can't believe they put Cap in fucking riot gear. His uniform is fucking riot gear. It's so
You
basic.
know what? Until you said that, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I looked at it the other day and I was like, he's in riot gear. He's not even in a uniform. He's in some basic. It's so shit. And they all got these, Batman vs Superman. You know, Batman. He's got the lights coming out of his eye thing. They all got that. I'm like, what the hell? Hulk's got braces on his legs. He's the strongest fucking character. You got metal braces on his legs that he can break anyway. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to be part of the costume. But let me tell you something about this game, right? And how shit it is, right? Obviously, I told you about it before last week, the gameplay, all that sort of stuff, shit. When I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, this character design is also basic. Like, how the fuck you put, like, say, put Captain in fucking riot gear? And then okay, don't copy the movies. You know, I don't need to see Chris Evans. I don't need to see it. Just copy the comic book. You're making a video game. It's a video game. It's an animation. Just give me the comic book illustration, video, the visions of it. All you need to do. They try to be different, and it looks basic. So anyway, shit game, very shit game. I managed to clock it, just because I don't know why I wasted time. But yeah, man, gonna sell that shit and then play Ghost of Tsushima, which everyone tells me is a visually stunning game. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Even Dwayne, bro. Dwayne don't even play games, and he's advising me. Remember, he used to watch me play Metal Gear Solid. Remember that? I was like Twitch, bro. I was the original Twitch, and I had my one dude always watching me in person, bro. Remember? Dwayne used to be like, "Don't play the game until I come over." He used to come over every evening, and we spent hours on it. Original Twitch, but
And Tenchu as well. Tenchu as well. Remember that?
yeah. But now he's telling me about it. He's like, "Gee, you need to get that game. It's fucking amazing." So anyway, I'm gonna use this time to start that game and play it because it's supposed to be good. But yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna be working and training a little bit, cycle riding. There's this sauna place that I go to on a Japanese onsen place. Bro, they're amazing. Hot and cold treatments and whatnot, saunas and cold baths and all that sort of stuff, which I like doing once a month or something, like a little recovery session and whatnot. So yeah, man, just enjoying it. Just enjoying the timings.
Good to hear. Shout outs to Geek Garage. They sent me an awesome package the other day. It took ages to get here. It was the Batman Beyond Blu-rays and Funko Pop. You guys are awesome. Thanks for that. There is more coming, guys. So keep an eye on my page, Kibla Ahmed Art. There's loads more to come. I know it went a bit quiet. My artwork will come back as well, guys, in the new year. I think sometimes you need a creative break, and I'm going to do that. But I've got some comedies going up and things going up. I'm always going to share loads of stuff on the page anyway. But the one thing I wanted to share, which was the most important thing, I think, is going to be about legacy. And 12th of November was the date where the great legendary Stan Lee passed away. And last night I was thinking, after I was watching those movies, I sat down and I looked at my phone and I was like, man, how lucky could I have been to be on BBC Radio the day he passed away, to let them know how much his work and his team's work, like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, created my imagination, the way his work inspired me, like us, and stuff we love. And I was listening to that radio chat yesterday and I was like, man, I am so happy to be in the history books for our legacy. personally, because yes, it does mean a lot, because his characters, Jack Kirby's work and co-creations, and same thing for Steve Ditko, what they did and what they created, and even how Stan Lee brought in diversity and realism into these characters play a big difference. And he is definitely sorely missed. You know what I mean? Like he lived and breathed that after. You know what I mean? He was a guy who was embarrassed that he was working in the comic book industry, writing these crazy stories, to becoming owning it. You know what I mean? Like he knew it after. Like this is not silly stuff. This stuff is big. Like this is imagination here. You're talking about opening up people's minds on a different level, and then you could bring everything to the table with that as well. So, no, bro, excited. I don't know. I was kind of a little bit. I was kind of proud of myself for that, because who would have thought somebody else would get in contact with me to say, Kibbs, have a chat about Stan Lee, man. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's quite moist. I was quite moist. Yeah, that's like
Amazing.
it's gonna be there. You know what I mean?
It's hope. I mean, Stanley, Ditko, and
Kirby.
Kirby have created characters of hope and stories of hope. That's the way I see them. They're all hope. They're all, they go through their struggles and whatnot. They're superheroes, yeah, whatever. It's all stories of hope, man. You know what I mean? They're
Okay.
positive stories. You know what I mean? Yes, some negative things happen in their life, but it all comes back to them succeeding and whatnot. I love those stories, and they done. I think nowadays as well, just like it's. I guess as I get older, I'm learning more to get rid of insecurities and my own ego and all that sort of shit. And I'm happy to easily say, yeah, I'm a comic book geek. I love that shit. Whereas before, I might be a little bit shy about saying it, and people might just think, I don't know, certain things or whatnot. But now I just don't give a fuck. I'm a
Mm.
comic book geek. I love it. I see them as stories of hope, and I enjoy reading them. Simple. That's it. So yeah, no, awesome, man. I mean, I'm glad they created these characters, because bring so much joy into life. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. Exactly that.
Yeah. So, no, awesome. Well, the legendary Stan Lee, may he rest in peace. He's definitely left a legacy. That's gonna be. He's one of those people that's left a legacy in the world. You know what I mean? That's gonna be around forever. So that's awesome.
No, exactly that. Exactly that. Uh, yeah, no, exciting. Well, not exciting times, but just in general for the legacy that he left behind and the memories he keeps with us. I'm gonna miss his cameos, because I watched Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse the other day, and I've been watching some great movies recently. I've had the chance to sit down and enjoy some movies, and like Batman, it's always been in my top 10, but it moved into my top 5 movies, and I'll always stand up for what Christopher Nolan did with that story, and how he represented it. He smashed that. It is, as much as The Dark Knight is a, like, the animation, the dialogue, bro, it was absolutely, it's stunning, man. And it's not,
No, I agree.
yeah, yeah.
Great
So
movies. Great movies. No, I mean they listening to the soundtrack. But yeah, no, great movies, man. Great movies.
No, it definitely is, man. I mean, again, that's another one that's in my top 5 movies. So I think it's weird. So I'm gonna go through it now. It's Back to the Future as my first movie. Yeah. Then it goes
Like an introduction to the Asia team, and it was more of a personal thing. To around like 50, I think we got like 45, 50 people on our team. Yeah.
So I need to find out if it's multi-regional or not. So the Batman Beyond they sent is from Canada. So I found out, yes, it's multi-regional. Boom! I found
Netflix, actually, check out.
what? Hold on, man. Let me see that now. If it is, then my movie changes tonight. Major Pain. You
Cool. What other geeky shit's been going on, bro? Like Wonder Woman's the only movie that's supposed to come out in December, which I doubt it's gonna come out. This news with the vaccine seems positive, I guess. Looks like and then the whole all industries and whatnot can get back to normal. I think they finished shooting. What else, bro? What else is on the geeky news?
Not much happened this week, bro. I was checking my memories to see if anything else came up, but nothing else. Nothing's been shared. I mean, on Funko news, I could only let people know that the Funko Europe have opened up that collectibles that if you didn't get them the first time, they're starting to hand them out again. We saw them in 2015. No, when I came to see in Hong Kong was the first time I saw Funko Pops. You took me to that shop in where was it? Mongkok, and I think my first pops were Storm and Magneto, which I don't have anymore. I got rid of them, but ever since then I got a couple of them. Then I started getting them signed because I think what happened was I remember how I got into it was I met Bob Layton, who was the co-creator of Iron Man. He was at a Comic-Con, didn't know he was there. Went and met with him, geeked out with him, got excited and thinking, I bought a signature of him and one of his prints. But I was like, I need one of his comic books. I go to all the comic book stands. Nobody's got no comic books. I found a classic Iron Man pop and took that to him and he signed it for me, man. And then ever since then, it was one of those massively recently. The only ones that I do collect are the odd Marvel ones, but mostly the Back to the Future ones to finish off that collection. And they're pretty cool. I mean, they should. I mean, there's a few that I was like, these ones would look wicked outside the box. So I got the Infinity Gauntlet, which is made by Funko, and then I got this one, which is a bobblehead of Mr. Stanley himself with the gauntlet, and and the Iron Man one, and then my favorite one at the moment is the Mandalorian. So yeah. Bring these characters out, you know.
No, everything, bro. Everything. I think they might even have some of like reality stars like fucking Gordon Ramsay and all that sort of stuff. Everyone's got one, bro. Everyone. Yeah, I think Kevin Smith's got his own one. It's unbelievable. So yeah, no, it's cool. It's really cool. If you, like you said, if you want some of your favorite characters and whatnot, it just might be like, all right, I'm gonna pick it up. Like I said, if I see a Big Pun one, I'll pick it up for sure. I'm very tempted to pick up the NWA one, but you know, the NWA characters and whatnot. But I when it comes down to space, I've got nowhere to put them.
No, of course, space, man. That's the main thing. That's why I started narrowing down the collection and keeping the ones that.
Yeah, exactly. My problem is any Punisher type one I see, I'll just get. So I've
Which
seen
is
a few.
alright. That's fine. Like I've realized that I think I'll collect. There's a couple of Iron Man ones that have come out, so Iron Man ones I'll always get. Then I've got some random ones like Tron, and who else? He-Man. Some of the characters that resent to me of my childhood. So, but I think the main thing is not to go. For me personally, anyway. Now I can't go overboard, but get the ones that you know.
Be selective because what are you gonna do? Buy all of them? Where are you gonna put them? Where are you gonna put them? You're gonna sleep with them in your bed? Like I think when only if he was a MMA fighter, legend, should I say? But his gaming room is awesome, and I look at that and I'm like, that's what I want my gaming room / office to be. And it's just like, just think of a room and there's just figures and shelves all around and just figures all the way around. Video games and whatnot, and I'm just like, that's how I want my collections to be. But when it comes to full big models, I'm with sideshows and whatnot. So yeah, I love statues now. I'm more about the statues than I am with the hot toy. I look at my Heath Ledger Joker one and I'm just like, that's one of the most epic pieces ever. But yeah, no. Saying that, maybe I'll make a trip to the Funko place to see what they got, see if they got any new Punisher ones. I know you got me. Kibbs, can you hear me?
Cleat. Hold up, it'll come back. There you are. You're back. What's happening, bro?
Can you hear me? Sideshow figures, that's what I'm on now. Other than that, brother, I think that is the update for the week.
I think that was it, bro. That was it.
Cool. All
All
right,
right,
man.
cool.
It's
I've got to
getting
jump
late.
in. And this,
Yeah, I'm feeling sleepy. It's past midnight. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So.
Damn, bro. Go on. Listen, get some rest. I will catch you up soon, bro. Guys, massive thank you to everybody who's joined in on the podcast. We've got some lovely comments the other day. Check us out on SoundCloud as well. We'll have more coming up on there as well, guys. So, guys, massive thank you. G-Man, get some rest, brother.
Cool. Peace.
Cheer up, man. Safe.